Hello, everybody. This is Queen Lenora with Virgo Queen, and this is the Love and Love Show. And we decided to do Ladies' Night, but we had a hard time and difficulties with our live stream, so we just said we'll null and void the live stream and just upload it so you guys can see it. And we'll work on learning the live stream the next time we do it. So, with our things, I don't know what Virgo Queen is drinking, but I got my little handy thing to have me a little drinky drink.
Rum and Coke.
Oh, she has rum and Coke. I have a little Shambora mixed with a little white chocolate raspberry creamer with a splash of blackberry ginger ale. So my whole drink is like a blackberry shake. Yes. Cheers. So we're going to start off with our first question. So, on the download or in denial, do you think most women dating or married to bisexual men actually know the truth and are simply in denial? Are they helping them stay in the closet so their friends and family members won't find out? Let me know your thoughts.
Well, I think it's a 50-50. I think some know, and the ones that do know are in denial. It depends on the person, the situation, the circumstance, but there are some out there that do know, and they're just in denial. They think that they could do whatever they want for their man, and that he will change to only loving them. In reality, they want a man.
I really don't know. I don't have like a lot of knowledge on this stuff. When you see any man these days, they have some kind of femininity, whatever the word would be, in them. So to me, it'd be like one of those things that's hard to know. Now, if I married somebody or I'm dating them just so he can stay on the DL, it ain't hurt nobody. He just staying on the DL. I already know he ain't into me. It's just I'm here to let him do it and not be judged by other folks, which I don't think right now I would do because of the simple fact that people do it LGBTQ is out there known to everybody. So it's just really your preference of not wanting somebody to know.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the reason why they don't want people to know, or their family members, is morals or how they were raised in the church, whether it's Catholic, Baptist, or whatever, just how their family are from that judgment. Me, I couldn't be married and have that thought in the back of my mind if he is or not, let alone help him stay on the down low just because what his friends or family would think.
Exactly.
Because
I can't do it.
We're both losing out.
Yeah.
So
it's limited to me to be able to date because I'm with you, even though I'm not really with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can't find me a dude. And really, you can't even find you a dude. Because we got to stay where we looking normal. So we both got to be on the down low dating other people. Which I think is silly.
Yeah, very silly.
Just saying. This drink is good because I'm almost done. So
I know.
And I don't even drink.
And excuse me, you guys, for my coughing fits. I'm under the weather.
Yeah, she is. She's under somebody's weather.
Yep, I'm under the weather of cold.
She probably need to be under somebody.
That too, but that's another topic.
Okay, just playing around. We're just having a conversation. Okay, so we're going to go to our next question because that was short and sweet and simple. This one kind of long. I don't know if I want to read this one. Well, here we go. It's ladies' night. Let's just enjoy the time. Okay, so I know I have reaped what I sow, but how do I move past it? I was the other woman for almost 8 years. Was not my first and only relationship like this. So she liked doing this. Now I'm in what I hope is a monogamous relationship. I really love this man and have been living together for almost a year now. I have serious trust issues though. I am always assuming and accuse him of being with someone. She got her nerves. He has a lot of female friends. He is a socialite and goes out a lot. I am the direct opposite. I don't socialize and I never go out unless it's with him. We have started making lifelong decisions for our family, but I'm about to derail all of it with my constant inability to trust that he doesn't have someone on the side. I suspect this because I know his past and that he has never been faithful in any of his past relationships.
But you don't have room to talk because neither have you. You like ruining other people's relationship. Almost reminds me of my monologue.
Yeah.
That one part where, if it's women like you, that makes it hard for us good women to trust our man.
Yeah. And we want to be able to trust your man, but you can't trust him because you got him not being faithful.
Right.
So you already know he's not faithful.
He wasn't faithful to whoever he was with before you because he was messing with you. So why would you expect him to be faithful to you?
And why do you want him to be faithful to you? You didn't care about the other woman, so what makes you better than her?
Right. And you're not better than her.
No, you're not.
But
you're a homewrecker, and you got that down. Now you're talking about you gonna ruin it. Yeah, you gonna ruin it.
The side piece, the side chick, the homewrecker.
And I'm not trying to just down you or be mad at you and tell you about yourself, but if you're gonna ruin somebody else's relationship and then got the nerves to want somebody to respect your relationship,
you gotta learn how to respect yourself.
And if he was cheating on his woman with you, why do you expect him not to cheat on you with some other woman?
Exactly.
Because you can't satisfy all his needs. Even though women think they can. He just got to have a relationship and love you and want to be with you and have a great relationship with you. But if you over here being the side piece, you're not doing good. Come on, Virgo, tell them they ain't doing good. And we like to go against each other, but this one we can't go against each other because you is really messing up.
Because you are the side piece,
the side chick,
the home wrecker. But you expect somebody to be faithful to you when you got into the relationship under false pretense.
Yes.
Of being the home wrecker.
And come on, I'm so tired of women wanting to be the victim in a relationship. And the reason I'm acting like this is because I know that he's never been faithful to anybody else. Well, we know you know that because he wasn't faithful to the woman that he was with before you.
Exactly.
And don't think he's going to change because of you. What makes you different than the other woman? Especially if you knew it.
For him, I bathe him. I wash his feet, his funky drawers, and this. You get a cheating dog that cheated on his woman with you.
Yeah.
And now you want to be faithful to the cheater and expect him to be monogamous with you. Girl, please. Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
Next.
I guess we're going to the next question. Okay, I've been seeing this guy for about a year. He seemed like a good guy. While he gives great oral, he has. Didn't we do this last time? Maybe they're not watching the video because we did this last time.
Yeah.
While he gives great oral, he has a problem staying hard. Any advice?
Yeah.
Maybe she don't like our advice. That's why she wrote it in again. Well, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna do it just in case. I did that on another show because I'm in the Talk It Out show, so maybe it could have been there. I don't know. Get help. Was it us?
It was us.
Well, get help. Figure it out. Maybe he needs to go in for a clinic and get some tests. It's all right to be tested. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Sometimes we just don't do it. I mean, like girls can have problems having libido. We dry up, so there's no moisture coming in there. We dry up. It's like a desert.
Huh?
She's talking about me, but it ain't true. And ask my husband, it ain't true. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong page.
We did that one.
We did this one too? Okay, so we did a lot. Did we do this one?
Nope.
Okay. I am a 40-year-old mother of 3. I've been in an almost 2-year relationship that turned sour and abusive. He has been in jail for the past 3 months because my son heard him hitting me and called the cops. That's right, baby. During the time he's been in there, I ran into a domestic violence shelter, and I'm about to move into a new home in the next few weeks. I've been talking to him. What? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I've been talking to him, and he seems to have changed. And he in jail. Okay, he's getting out soon, but a little voice in my head tells me it's going to happen again. I love this man. I don't know what to do. Can a man change? Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this as simple as possible. I don't know how to even say simple. Okay, let's just go here. Your son heard him hitting you. That is your child. Your child had to call the cops, and that is the reason he is in jail. It is nice that the cops did not take you to jail and put your kids in foster home.
Exactly.
Because for them to be go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you out, but I'm going to break it down to you. Your children learn what they live. If your son, and you said son, sees his mother or hears his mother being abused, what do you think is going to happen to him when he grows up? He's going to think that it's okay to abuse other women because that's what he learns. And then he's going to take it out on other women. So you need to leave that guy alone.
Yep.
And move on. He's in jail for a reason. You cannot change a man. A man always changes and finds God whenever he goes to jail.
Yes.
Trust and believe. I watch enough of them crime shows to hear it. They always find God.
Always in jail.
I watch all the crime
in
shows.
Jail.
They find Jesus. Girl, keep it pushing. Listen to that little voice, because you know deep down inside that little voice is telling you the truth.
Keep your child.
Love ain't got nothing to do with it.
Love your child more than you love having a man.
Exactly. And what are you going to do when it gets to the point to where your son won't be able to call the police, or it's going to be too late for you or your child?
And does your child need to really see that? Does your child need to be a part of that relationship?
And I don't know what state you're in, but in the state we in, y'all both would have went to jail. When it's come to domestic violence and there's kids involved, everybody's going to jail.
Everybody's going to jail.
They don't care who hit who first. You argue in front of a little child.
Because that's damaging to a child.
Yes.
And you're affecting the child. And right now you're just being selfish, only thinking about yourself. And that is getting on my nerves, because your child is important. And for your child to have called the police, that means it's been going on for a while, and he can't take it no more. So he called the cops, and the only reason he in jail is because of your child. And now you're talking about you talking to him still threw me off anyway. What the hell are you doing still talking to him? You shouldn't even be talking to him.
I wouldn't be surprised she wouldn't go try and bail him out. Because that's what they do too. They're stupid. And what you don't want to do, to the point to where he starts whipping on you again, and then your child kills him. And then guess what?
Or he gonna beat your child.
The dude gonna be dead, and your child is gonna be in jail.
Yep. Or he gonna kill your child because he know the child is the one that put him in jail.
Yep.
See, when you're being selfish and only thinking about yourself, you shouldn't have had kids.
Yeah, and he gonna wait until you're gone.
Yep.
To beat on your child and threaten your child, not to say anything to you, but you're going to be so wrapped up on his penis that you're not going to listen to your child, even though you know it's true. There's a lot of women, and a lot of married women, some married women, do that. They're so used to being in an abusive relationship from their husband that their kids, when their kids are being abused, they don't see it. They see it, but they don't want to see it. They're blind to it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your kid.
Love your child more than you love yourself. Because apparently you loving yourself is not working out. Because normally I'll tell you to love yourself more than anybody else. But right now,
she doesn't love herself.
No, she don't. And you sit up here not even thinking about your children. And I bet you would have a problem if a female was beating on your son. I bet you would get mad. But you allow him to see it. Or what if your son become a beater?
That's what I feel.
And then get a woman that ain't gonna play that and shoot his butt. You gonna be mad. Okay, I'm just letting you know. That one bothers me.
Ooh,
When you have kids affected by your actions and you not thinking twice about it, it bothers me. Talking about he said he changed. I don't care what he said. He in jail.
Of course he's changed.
Yeah, he feel like he a whole new
now.
person in jail.
He trying to get where she live now so he can beat her ass again.
Mm-hmm. And which tells me you must not have had a good place. You must have been homeless or something because he in jail and then you had to go into a shelter. Means you couldn't afford where you lived or whatever the case may, or the manager kicked you out or something.
Yes, because he was providing for the family. And that's the other excuse.
Okay, so we're done with you. Okay, so my husband and I have been married for a year and a half. This is my second marriage, and I have a 6-year-old daughter from a previous marriage. My husband started talking to women online a month after we got married, and I didn't find out until the second month. He says it's because of the lack of sex. That's why he started talking to women. My thing is, out the 17 days we could have had sex after our wedding night, we had sex 11 of those days. Even when I was sick and dog-tired, but he claims it wasn't enough because it was mostly quickies. He asked for forgiveness, and I was trying to give it to him and to trust him again. But 3 months later, I found out he went out with a group of guys and exchanged numbers with a woman and again creating online profiles. I caught him and we started the whole cycle again. Of course, during those whole time, I'm not happy and my sex drive went down and I just didn't really want to have sex with him. And I really wasn't happy in my marriage. But I found it in myself and we started getting good again about 3 months later. But I guess what happens again? He starts talking to random women and having sex with them over the course of 5 months. When I confronted him, he said, it's because we don't have enough sex. My thing is that you keep hurting me and not giving us a chance to heal and bounce back. Once we start getting in good place, he starts talking to other women again. But over the course of the 5 months, him having sex with random women, I really didn't think I could try to make my marriage work because it was just too much. But about 4 months after finding out, I was really considering giving it a try. But you know what I found him again? Talking to other women. I'm really tired and I want to leave my marriage. Am I wrong for that? I know a lot of Christian couples stay after infidelity, but over and over again is too much for me. This will be my second divorce and I'm 28 years old. But should I stay with a man I can't trust and truly happy with it because it's my second marriage? No, girl, leave. You do not have to stay with him because it's your second marriage. You do not have to stay with him. Matter of fact, in the Bible, since we're going to bring up biblical, in the Bible, if your husband leaves you or cheats on you, you are allowed to get a divorce. So divorce is behind because he's not trying to change. And that excuse, that tired excuse of you not giving him enough sex,
it's not going to change.
It's not going to work.
He's going to keep using that excuse because he knows you're going to allow it to keep happening. He's going to keep doing it over and over and over and over.
And nowadays, the way they're doing it, he's doing this to build you up and get you ready so he can have another woman living with you and you guys can all have a threesome marriage.
Mm-hmm. What's it called? Polygamy?
Huh?
What's it called?
Polygamy. Polygamy, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. Because it's not making no sense. I say let it go, walk away. It is not the time to be in this relationship with this man. He's not even trying. I mean, literally, you talking about 3 months after you get married? Like, literally. Isn't that when everybody do it the most? I know my first year, we was like rabbits. We was tearing it. I had friends coming over. I'd be like, hold on, we'll be right back after these messages. And I would go in the back and have sex, take a shower, come back out and chill. I did not care. Oh my goodness, I just don't understand. But I wish he would have said, because I missed a couple of days, he gonna talk about that's why, because he wasn't getting enough. You better use your hands and get some Vaseline and start the jacking off. I don't know, Virgo got quiet.
I'm gonna take your drink from you. You getting too explicit? No. Yeah, girl, leave him because he's not gonna change. It's a repeated cycle, and he's still gonna keep doing it. As long as you allow him to continue to do it, he's gonna continue to do it.
Yes, he is.
And to another thing, and on the real tip, go get yourself checked out. Make sure you ain't got nothing.
What she said, you want to do that, get yourself checked out, because this is ridiculous. You don't want to have no disease dealing with this man. And like I said, I understand because you've been married before, and I remember my first marriage. I tried to stay with my ex because everybody already assumed that our marriage wasn't going to last. And he cheated, and boy, did he cheat. And boy, did I go through hell with him. And he was probably the only guy that I was that stupid over. And a lot of the reason I stayed is because I didn't want to get a divorce. And even though I had sex outside of marriage, I was still trying to live right to the fullest that I could. And and he was my best friend. And so it was really hard, really damaging, and it was just really hard for me to handle. So I understand your emotionalness, your emotional. I understand how you feel. I understand how it takes away your self-esteem, and it does really just tear you down. So I get what you're saying, and it's really hard. But you're going to have to find it within yourself to say, let it go. God blessed me with another one. I have a friend, she's been married 3 times, and she finally got it right. And she's happy. And every time I see her, well, I mean, we don't talk as much, but on Facebook I see her, she's happy. And when we do talk, she's just so excited, and she's happy. And she feels like she found the love of her life, the reason for living. I mean, and he loves her and adores her. And when people go visit her, they tell me how much their relationship is and how great it is. So it's awesome. So don't let the number amount of marriage, at least you trying. You know what I mean? And just the next time, just make sure it's something that you want, that you ain't got to change because you're with him. Because a lot of times I think we don't realize that when we're dating or seeing people, that we kind of change a little. And then when we really secure in our relationship, we show our true colors. And so just show your true colors from the beginning. If you psycho crazy, show me you're psycho crazy. Because then he don't have a reason to leave or cheat or anything, because he knows how you are. So just be you. And try not to let this tear you down. Hold your head up and know that you are a brave, strong woman that she found the one that didn't. But don't let that tear you down. I just really want to be really sympathetic on that one, because I know how that felt. And I understand, like, you trying, but he is not making an effort to try with you. And yes, there's married couples that have been with a man that has infidelities and stuff like that. But I don't think they was constantly doing it over and over again. And if they do, then, pretty soon it ain't going to last long. And if a woman stays with a man and knowing that he has infidelity issues over and over and over again, guess what happens? That's right. The woman starts cheating on the man. And then you, the hoe, tramp, slut, you dirty dog, because you cheated on me.
Oh, yeah, because they will never look at a woman the same way when we cheat because they cheat.
Yeah.
Because of them cheating. Because they're not making us feel special like how when we first met. But then we're the wrong ones. And I'm done with you and all this. That shit. Oh, excuse me. You got me pissy. That mess pisses me off.
She been drinking too much.
I only had this one drink, my first and last.
She had a big glass. My little tiny glass is little. My holiday drink.
I had a little cap full of rum. The rest was pop.
Okay, so let's see. I'm writing you about me and my baby's father. Okay.
That's just my baby's
daddy. That's just my baby daddy.
My baby daddy.
Okay, when I met him, he was really kind. Fast forward to a year later, and I really wish I would have never met this guy. Ooh, I feel you. I got pregnant with my first child in May of 2018 after just 1 month of talking to him, and I'm pregnant again. Now, I just found out the other day our relationship is a big joke to me. While I was pregnant with my first, this man was messing around with a young girl. I didn't find out about her until maybe a month later. I asked him multiple times, was he messing with anyone? And each time he would lie and say no. He claims that I pushed him away with my attitude. And if that was the case, why didn't he come to me about it instead of just messing around with another girl? That's right. The way I found out about her was crazy. One day we were standing outside his house when a female pulled up. He said he saw her before I did. When I looked at his face, he looked as if he just saw a ghost. That's when I turned around and saw her walking towards us. She spoke to both of us. She then asked him in another language if I was his girl. I snapped and told her, don't worry about it. She responded and said, oh, I don't want him. That's my homegirl's man. From their shit popped off. This man ran from in front of the house and left me there. Wow. Me and her were arguing. She was telling me how when I'm not there, the other girl is spending her nights there. That hurt me. Oh, I can't talk right now. That hurt me.
No more to drink for you.
Shut up. That hurt me because she then said, if that end cared about you, he would never ran and left you here by yourself. It's true. She even tried to get the girl to come over there to fight me. What? She said she thought about how she just lost her baby and decided against it. Wow. After all that, we ended up back in good terms somewhat. He went right back to messing with that girl and was still lying about it. They were having sex. He was giving her money. On his off days, he would go spend time with her. I would be calling his phone and he would ignore my calls all day. He bought this girl a phone, got her nails done, the whole nine, took her out to the movies while I begged him to spend time with me, and I cried and I begged him to leave her alone. He called me stupid and said I can't make him leave her alone. I would call her phone and try talking to her, but she was young and didn't give not one fuck. I ended up sleeping with someone while I was 8 months pregnant. I'm not proud of it, nor did I do it for payback. He was an old friend and we reconnected. He made me feel all the things I wanted from my baby's father, and in my moment of weakness, I gave in. I told my baby's father about it, and he made me seem like I was the bad guy. We tried working on our relationship, but I can't get past all the stuff he has done that hurt me to my core. I bring it up almost every day. I can't let it go. You let her disrespect my mother, the mother of your child, regardless if I called her phone or not. She told me she was going to kick my baby out my stomach. Truth be told, I didn't even want to have his baby when I found out I was pregnant. I begged him for an abortion, and he said, please have it. You will hurt my feelings if you don't. So I kept the baby. How can you like me, but you don't kiss me? You don't cuddle me. You don't even want to go out with me. I don't want to leave, but I can't take it anymore. How can we be together if I can't get over what he has done? He won't even try to fix it. He said he's trying, but to me, it's still the same stuff. What should I do? I want that 2-parent household for my kids, but I don't want to be unhappy. It's not even going to be healthy because all we're going to do is argue. I don't know what to do. I feel so lonely. I'm heartbroken. I just want to be loved. I never had that. I'm still looking for it. I'm still a little girl at heart, just looking for love, and I can't find it anymore.
Oh my God, there's more.
God, it's
long. You want me
long.
to read it?
Yeah, you go. I'm tired. She done pissed me off. I need to
She called him a month ago, and I asked him, why was she calling? He said he doesn't know. I answered and I asked her what she wanted. She asked me why was I answering his phone. We were going back and forth. I told him he needs to tell her to stop calling. This man says, oh, I don't have anything to say to her. I ended up blocking her myself. Like he doesn't respect how I feel at all. Every time I try expressing myself, if he says I'm arguing with him. I go through his phone and see him talking to girls on Facebook and Instagram, offering to take him out on dates. When I'm here living with you and you never suggest we go out, his response, do you see me go anywhere? That's not the point. I feel like he's selfish. I tell him I don't want him and I hate him. I feel like he ruined my life. I always wanted to be with the man I have kids with, and I honestly don't think that would happen with him. Duh, you don't see that? I cuss him out a lot, but again, I'm hurt and he isn't showing that he gives a damn. He says the things I say to hurt him. I can't tell this man shows no emotion towards me. I'm always bringing up another female. He says that's going to not make anything work between us, and I'm worried about another bitch. Well, yeah, I am, because you damn sure are making me happy and making me feel like you really want me. I'm a good girl. I cook, I clean, whatever I can do to make my man happy, I try and do. But I'm losing myself trying to make someone happy who doesn't care about my happiness. Oh, Lord Jesus, she talked too much. I don't even know if I love myself. No, you don't. I know my babies love me, but I mean, I'm looking for another type of love. It's a lot more to the story, but I try to keep it as short as possible.
No, you didn't.
That was not short.
No, you didn't. That was not short.
Question: how do I forgive this man and move on with my life? The thoughts of the two consume my daily mind. I even watch her Facebook page.
Woo!
First of all, no, you don't love yourself.
No.
You need to move on. He's going to continue cheating on you. He's playing the game between you and that other chick. It don't matter. You can do it. Mm-hmm. Was with my children, the father of my children. I have 3 kids by the same man. Mm-hmm. We were together for 13 years. We split up. We co-parent, but we always fought and argued with the last 2 children. Mm-hmm. And I thought the same thing because I got with him when I was super young. I was in my teens. And I didn't think I could live without him. But honey, I'm not going to tell y'all my age, but my kids are grown. Our kids are grown now, and I moved on. And we're cool as friends. So we co-parent, and that's about it. We really ain't got to co-parent no more because our kids is gone. We just got grandkids now. But you need to move on because
move on.
He don't care. You can do it.
He don't even respect you.
Mother. He doesn't, and he never will.
Like he's taking the other woman out, got her phone, doing all this stuff for this other woman, this young chick, and you being ignorant, going talking to her. Mm-hmm. She don't owe you the respect.
You know what?
She don't owe you the respect. Like I'm coming over all the time. I'm spending time. We don't even know about you. Like you're irrelevant to this conversation. To that young girl that you sitting up there having this argument. He ain't whining down you. All he's doing is dicking you down.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: he ain't respecting it. He ain't respecting you because you're too easy. He knows you're not going anywhere. He knows he's got to work hard for these younger chicks and anybody else. They gonna make him work hard for whatever they want or whatever he wants. He doesn't have to work hard for you. He already got you.
You ain't even making it a challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
All you doing is saying, please stop talking to them. No, won't you leave him alone?
Go do
let
what you
him
do.
know. If you would have let him go when he first did that, he would have came back to you and acted way better and it would have left that girl alone. But he didn't have to.
Yeah, you need to move on with your life. You need to take care of yourself, love yourself, and take care of your kids and do what you got to do and move on. I even had to tell the same thing to my oldest girlfriend. Well, they were together and she was like, oh, well, Mom, she calls me Mom. He's doing this and he's talking to other girls and on his phone. I said, do you?
Why not?
I even told him that. I said, I told her to do you.
Mm-hmm. Do
you. You go start dating and whatever. If he said he don't want to be with you, go out on dates. Quit sweating him.
And just like I said, the other conversation is the moment you went out there and cheated. Okay, the moment you went out there cheating, he mad and made it seem like you was the wrong.
But didn't I say that on the last question?
That's exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't work like that. You gotta come on. You gotta get real. She done left me, y'all, so I gotta talk to you.
I'll be right back.
So you done made her mad and that long-lived question, and now she done left me. So I don't know what to tell you. All I'm saying is you gotta do you. You gotta understand that you're important. And we said this with the last chick, and we're going to say it with you. You got to understand you're important. And just because you cheated, I know he's holding that over your head all the time. Like he never cheated. And he's holding that over your head, and you're allowing it. You do not have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for the crap that he gives you. You're better than that. And I don't understand why you're settling for it. You better grow some cojones and say, I'm not taking it. And I know females, we ain't got no cojones, but I'm just saying, grow some, because you don't have to take this. This is so much. And the reason I'm saying it, because it puts a lot of strain, it's stress, is you can't even breathe or think right. You can't even take care of your kids the way you want to because of what's going on. This is really hard. And that's what I'm saying. Why are you putting yourself through a situation that's really hard when you don't have to? You're better than this. And regardless if he's letting you know you're better than this, you are better than this. So let's work on that. If you're going in there, can you put this stuff back? Talking. I'm sorry. We're having a conversation, and I know I wish this was live so I can get you guys' opinion and what you guys think about this conversation, because to me, it's just something that is, it's just wrong. I just look at it as a wrong thing, and I get mad because men get away with this, but when women do it, there's a problem. And I'm not saying you cheating was right, and you're not even saying you cheating is right, but I already know he's holding that over your head, and I already know he's sitting up there doing this to make you feel guilty, so he's more allowed to continue to cheat. And that's the only reason you're arguing constantly and you're upset, is because you want this family relationship that he's not trying to have. And he's doing this and he doesn't care, and you do. And so you're holding on to it because, you know, you have his kids and you don't really love him. You think you do. It's a security because you don't want to be a single mama. You want your kids to have both them mom and dad. There's all this stuff that goes on in your head that you take all that and make it seem like you're in love. And you're really not in love with them. You don't love anybody that's disrespecting you that bad. That's why you're arguing constantly. And you're hoping all the yelling and arguing changes his mind. It doesn't. And I know it's easier said than done. And I know you'll be like, well, I want to leave him. You can't stop loving him today or getting used to your security blanket today overnight because this happened. So the best thing I'm going to tell you to do is, if you're going to stay with him, stay with him. Stop arguing about it and start building up some stamina, some strength to be able to leave him. Where you can get your own place, get it, and just leave him. Or just one day, all his stuff be on the front porch, and he got to pack it up and leave, and he's not coming in. You change the locks to the door and everything. And that's the thing that you would have to do. Do that and call it a day. And build that strength and stamina before. And every time you know he's out there leaving and cheating, or he's not coming home at night, make you stronger. And stop arguing with him. Don't argue with him no more. Don't even act like you know he's doing it. Don't even waste your time to act like you know he's cheating. Because the more you know he's cheating, the more he's going to act stupid. But now that you're not going to pay attention, and then you start doing stuff on your own, and you start going out with your girls and kicking it and doing things without him, he's going to wonder what's going on. And you won't care because you're building it up. And I know people ain't liking R. Kelly, but he said something really good on one of his songs. When a woman's fed up.
Not just that song, his other song, A Woman's Worth. Listen to that song.
Yeah. You know, I'm not saying R. Kelly's good. He did what was wrong. You know, and I ain't going to get on R. Kelly one while I will, because I'm right here. People are mad at R. Kelly for sleeping with underage girls. And because of the show, and I never watched the show, and I'm not going to act like I did. And I talked about this before. And I'm not understanding why people are mad about it now, because we've known he messed with underage women when he was messing with Aaliyah, married Aaliyah. And those were public records that you could have easily found. So you can't say, well, we didn't know, when you could have easily found it. And then when he peed on a woman, there was a videotape going, and then he peed on a young girl, and nobody said nothing. So now you see surviving R. Kelly, and now F him, and this, and I didn't know this, and
it's green.
Regardless, huh?
It's all about the business.
Yeah. So my thing is, you worried about all of that, and you want to be mad, but you guys were accepting him when he married Aaliyah at 15. You accepted it when he peed on a 15 or 14-year-old girl. You accepted it then, but now surviving R. Kelly, we're not accepting it. And half your kids probably was made from R. Kelly. No, I'm just going to say you might have been made from R. Kelly.
With a little bump and grind.
There you go. Shoot. So I'm just saying. And I'm not saying what he did was right, and I'm not justifying what he did either, but I'm just saying for all you guys who want to now scream like you never knew this was R. Kelly, let's get real with that conversation. So yeah, I will bring up his song. And yeah, I would tell you to listen to his song because we was already listening to it. And I'm going to tell you right now, today my favorite song is I Believe I Can Fly, and I ain't changing it. Just saying. And all these songs that we listening to that you got babies after, we already knew that he was a child molester back then. So when you was doing those songs and he had the dance step song and we was all jamming with all that, and when he was with the Isley Brothers and the Chocolate Factory and all those things, boom, you knew he was a child molester.
It wasn't Chocolate Factory, it was Shopify.
Yeah. So there you go. So I'm just letting you know, you gotta understand that you guys are taking too much from a guy that you don't have to. Just stand your ground.
You just give them too much power when you can take that power back.
And I tell women this all the time. I tell my daughters and I tell everybody, we have more power than the men do. So why are we letting them have more power over us? And they go, why? Because we control this. You control your vagina. I respect another woman's vagina. And not in a sexual way. I'm just not going to mess with another woman's man. Period. Just not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time with that. And when you know another woman's doing that, you let her know you ain't even worthy of my time because you're nothing but trash if you got to mess with my man. Period. And you got to say, I'm more worthy of that. I'm not even talking to you. Take your A over to that girl's house and you go stay with her because right here, boo-boo, you are kicked out. You are no longer here. And it's all right. Kick his butt out. You know what you're going to do? After you kick his butt out, you're going to sit there and cry. Listen to love songs. Don't listen to love songs. Listen to A Woman's Worth. Listen to When a Woman's Fed Up. Listen to some empowerment songs for you to get over it while you crying over that man. Because it's not like the moment you find out he's cheating, it's going to stop. But the moment you let him know. See, don't let a man know that you know that he's cheating on you. Don't let him know that. Because once he knows that you know that he's cheating and then you accept him, he feels like he can do it all the time.
Exactly.
But if you would have just not let him know that you was cheating, and I know it's something, it's in your gut to say something. I've been there, done that. It's in your gut to want to confront it. But if you're not truly ready to let go, don't let it be known, and just build up. Every time you feel like he's cheating, just mark it. Get yourself strength to leave us behind. So then when you leave him, he like, well, yeah, you had those women. I'm out of here. Peace. And shame him. And y'all hurt him worse than anything else.
And get yourself checked out.
Oh yeah. Come on.
I gotta say that. Wrap it up. Get yourself checked out.
You don't want diseases.
Really shouldn't be having sex before marriage.
Woo.
I'm guilty of that sin too.
Woo.
But get yourself checked out.
Checked out.
It's getting real. No, I'm not gonna say it's getting real. It's been way worse. It's getting worse.
And it's getting worse. And pretty soon you're gonna get diseases nobody even heard of. That,
all right.
Because you know the government is the one that's producing these diseases. It ain't out of the country like they trying to do it.
A new strain of HIV, like that's not surprising.
Yeah. So don't be thinking, oh, it came from outside the country. Look, it's outside the country. No, the government is doing these diseases to kill you off.
Mm-hmm. But now they got the cure for the first HIV. Now there's a second strain. So it's like, come on.
And this strain can't get cured.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that. And my thing is,
they all come from
Africa.
Got
cure. Yeah, they always say in Africa. What? And you'd be amazed at how many white people live in Africa and they ain't got no diseases.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, be real about the conversation and understand who you are and know your worth. What you got to say, Virgo?
I'm going to say what I said before I went to my little rain place.
Okay. So this was Ladies' Night. We're going to try to work on doing our live. I don't know when we're going to do our next one. I will probably try to do it tomorrow because it'll be quiet if we could do it during the day after we wake up. Because we're waking up late because I'm going to be up all night doing homework. I ain't even going to lie.
It'll be next week, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to do it live tomorrow. No, they will listen to her.
I won't be here tomorrow. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, she doing hair.
Yeah, that's stuff. I gotta get me some food. I gotta go.
She keeps saying she got to get her some food. She got to get some hospital food.
I gotta get me some snacks for work.
So,
they're gonna be starving.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we don't deal with folks. Can't deal with black people.
Let her starve.
Virgos.
That's right, Virgo Queen.
Virgos, something wrong with them. Cool.
You keep it all the way real.
No.
And don't care if your feelings get hurt for telling you the truth. I mean, hey, you want me to lie to you? I'm not evil. I just tell the truth. I mean, why you want me to say, hi. No, I'm just gonna
I bet you that was hard for you to even say it like that because it never sounded like it.
Exactly.
Do it again, I see.
Hi. My Pisces over there know.
Ah.
My little Pisces.
Say woo woo.
Whoa.
Never mind, she tired. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the show. And our next Ladies Night for Love and Live show will come up soon. We'll post a live on there to let you know, and hopefully by then we'll know how to do the live.
And make sure to subscribe and leave some comments, some feedback. We need that feedback. Questions, more questions.
And then press that button that lets you know when we pop up.
That button.
Yeah, that button, whatever button. I don't know. It's a button.
It's a notification.
Notification. Thank you, baby. Notification. Subscribe. What else was I supposed to say?
That's it.
And that is it.
And share.
And share.
Yeah, share.
And share.
Sharing
And then,
is
of course,
caring.
I'll let you know how I'm doing on my other stuff and talk about different stuff. But it's good. It's so great to have my sister, Virgo Queen, sitting here with me. Because we talk about stuff all the time. So it's really good that we can talk about stuff with you guys. That's awesome for us. So we appreciate it. And
Then you're supposed to say, follow me on Instagram and Facebook.
okay, follow me on Instagram. Don't follow me on Facebook yet. Follow me on Instagram on the Love and Live Show. I do inspirational quotes on there. And I'm getting ready to come up with my crazy act that I'm doing. And it's 1 minute long. So I'm hesitating a little, but it'll be on there.
She gonna do it.
I am.
She got
Woo.
this.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later, smooches, and remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Be blessed and be loved, and understand that no matter what we say, it's from our hearts that we're just telling you our opinions. No facts, it's our opinions. We're not going to promise you any easy outcome, just letting you know from two women, advice that we feel that what we've been through that can help you. Okay?